This is freezing a lot. There it is. Okay. Whew. This is an unlisted video on YouTube that I'm posting on Facebook for my reasons. It's private to me. I have been dealing with fighting a foreclosure since December last year. I had all these thoughts in mind that I wanted to express, but like for some reason, every time that I turn the camera off, I get lost. I feel like at this point right now, I feel like I'm running into myself all the time. You know how like you'll be sleeping and then you wake up too early, you go to work, you work overtime, then you come home, you try to sleep but you can't because of all the stuff on your mind, so you sleep for like maybe 3 hours, and then you get up again and you're just running into yourself. That's how I feel right now. Heard my door. Nah, that's not my door. My bad. Yep, I'm having a beer. That's basically like what I've been feeling. I'm getting some relief. I have a lawyer now. I do, I have a lawyer now. And we're getting into things like forensic auditing, which puts an automatic stop to foreclosure proceedings. My mother is the first off, she's the utmost important woman in my life, but apart from that, she is not only the owner of this home by title and deed, but she is also the main she's the main signer on the mortgage loan. I'm the co-signer. So while being the co-signer, it affects me too, which is why I work so hard. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to put my thoughts together to say what I have to say, and it's hard. All I know is that right now we have a lawyer who's working on forensic auditing on the mortgage company. And that's where I was going with it. Yeah, because Mom is the main signer on the mortgage. She is a senior citizen. She was a senior citizen when she had originated the mortgage. So there are going to be pings and points to where they try to get her just upon signing, and I get that, but it's like, well, this is exactly where it lies and why the forensic auditing needs to take place, because there may be some sort of either fraudulent and or predatory lending practices happening here. All of the above need to be found out and dealt with. I have been stressed to the max, to the umph, to whatever you want to call it. Okay. I have been on this since December last year. I swear, the way that my dad raised me is amazing. And I love that he did. He was a Green Beret in Vietnam. The reason why he was honorably discharged is because he had a piece of shrapnel hit him in the head. And that screwed up his vision. It didn't mess up his mind, thank God. Because he went on to become a very successful man before he passed on. He was a safety director for New Jersey Transit, excuse me. It's between the tooth and having a few. My dad was a safety director for for New Jersey Transit. That was his last position in working. He did not get to retire. No, instead he passed on. But he taught me one thing. Right now, that resonates so strong. Never leave a comrade behind. I've got my mom. I've got myself. I got 2 roommates. I've got feral cats that I take care of. Lives matter. So with that said, I cannot leave a comrade behind. I have to continue to fight. Even when all things seem hopeless, I have to continue to fight. And I'm doing it. I've been working with the lawyer. Mom's been working with the lawyer. She specifically has to, because she's the main one. Me, I'm working with it because, well, I have to. I have to. It's duty. You just have to do your job. I'm leaving nobody behind. When it comes to paperwork, I leave no stones unturned. So when somebody else fucks up, I catch it. I make sure to have it documented. This is going to be a very interesting case, y'all. But I know that right now, the way it stands, it puts a stop to the foreclosure. Right now, that's all I can hope and pray for. However, proceedings will begin. And you don't win unless you have an army. I have to admit that to myself. When I'm down and troubled. When I'm down and troubled in myself. Oh, I gotta ask for help. I'll be swinging by you, baby, to ask for help. Oh, yeah. And I'll do that. I will, because when it comes to things like this, major operations, you have to have an army. You have to ask for help. You need camaraderie. You need people on your side that are going to fight with you, not against you. Boy, goddess and gutter good every day. And that's something that my dad had taught me, and that's how he raised me. And I'm glad that he did, because I'll tell you something. Even though I've been very disappointed in the corporate world because they don't believe in those values. They say they do, but they don't implement them. They could be found in entrepreneurship or blue-collar work. Even that's questionable. If you go blue-collar, corporate, even that's questionable. I'll be honest, it is. Yeah, it's best to start your own thing and get people together that actually do, not just believe in the same values that you do, but live them, breathe them, eat them, shit them every day just like you. Because without that, we would not make it. And I know that. Camaraderie is everything. You don't give up on anybody. Even when they're down and troubled in themselves, you don't give up on them. You pick them up. You remind them of why it's worth the fight. And you just keep going. Goddess and God are good every day. I'm going to take as much time with this video as I need. Trying to get my thoughts together. This is not easy because I've been between many entities trying to work something out, and now I'm dealing with only one entity, and it's kind of hard to go from, like, if you think about battle, like in terms of battle, it's kind of hard to go from many to just one. Like, yeah, I knocked this all out, I failed, I got shot down, I'm still up, but it got knocked down to many to one. And I have to transition my mind from dealing with many to one, because that one is going to be dealing with many for me. This is why camaraderie is very important, and that's why I need to learn how to ask for help and accept it. Right now, that's what I'm learning. The hard way, but I'm learning it. God isn't God or good every day. I don't care how this shit comes out, because I'm saying what has to be said. I'm fighting a mortgage company that is predatory toward my mother, who is a senior citizen and was a senior citizen when the mortgage loan was originated in 2018. Okay? She has me by her side. Always. I am her camaraderie. When she goes down, I pick her up. When I go down, she picks me up. And we keep going. We don't stop. We keep putting it forward. Dad, I love you. I love how he raised me, how he trained me in so many areas and aspects. Can't list them off in this video. I will later. If I should need to or feel to, I will later. But right now, this is what I'm working with. My values. I wasn't just raised, I was trained. And I didn't even know it at the time when I was a kid. I didn't even know it. I wasn't just being raised, I was being trained. That's beautiful. Because my dad, he always had his mental health in check. Even though he saw a lot of shit in NAM, he still had his head in check. Otherwise, he would not have ended up being a safety director for New Jersey Transit. 1999. That's when he passed. And that was his last listed profession. He did not get to retire. No, he left. But I'm going to need some time, because even though I've got good news now and I'm going to be working with that good news and starting up work, I need time. I'm not going to kid you. I need time to heal, because the wounds are real. Not sure if I showed you this, but here it is. Got that I'm not sure how many months ago that was, but it was because of, what do you call it? Help me think, dude. A heating pad. Yeah. It didn't burn my shirt. It didn't burn my bed. Nah, it burnt me. See? It looked a lot uglier beforehand, but it's still healing. Scab is off. Yep. Shape of a heart. I find it funny because it was the same type of burn that I got back when I was like 17 and I was riding, and I got one of them biker burns that was on if I can, my right leg. It was right here. My right leg, it was right here. The scar is gone now, but when it scarred up, it looked like a buffalo. Yeah, it did. I remember talking with my cousin Sue Ramsey. Mick, I'm tagging you in this. And we were comparing scars and talking about our stories, and it was really awesome. Well, I got me a new scar here. Yeah, that's right, Mick. Got me a new scar here. It's not a buffalo, it's a heart. With a point. It's like a heart and sword or knife. Take your pick. I believe a sword. A sword and a heart. That's what it looks like. I'm going to keep it here, though, for a minute. I'm going to take a picture of it. Because I want a tattoo. It'll stay here for a minute. I'm going to want a tattoo of that. But yeah, for months on end. Oh my god, I struggled healing that stupid thing. It got infected. I had to apply iodine. I had to apply bacitracin ointment repeatedly. I had to gauze it up because it's that big of an injury. But luckily I was able to. I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't go to the hospital. I just handled it because after living for a long time and going through this type of stuff, you learn how to deal with it. Because you've been to the doctor, you've been to the hospital, you know what it is already. You know how to handle it because they tell you how to take care of it. And I took care of this myself right here over the course of how many months? It is April. Five months. It had been 5 months. In fact, I sustained this injury back in November. Yeah, that's fine. Sucks asshole, but I dealt with it. It's still healing up even though the scab fell off. I don't need bandages. I don't need gauze. Just skin has already grown over it, so it's still healing underneath, which is good. I had to put a heating pad on my shoulder because it had been hurting so much. And it ended up burning me because it was an old heating pad. I didn't even know. It didn't burn my shirt. It did not burn my bed. Thank goodness. Because, whoa, you'd have to call fire. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, there's that. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. Ooh, square biz is crazy. Well, that's my update for now, y'all. I love you. I do, I love you. You take care. Blessed be.